So we've received a question, how to perform strength and conditioning in amateur boxing. This is something that's really important to us because the foundations of boxing science come from amateur boxing. Working with a lot of youth amateur, student boxers down at Sheffield City ABC, and also working within the regional squads and national squad training sessions. And we understand that at Boxing Science, we've got access to some fantastic kit and facilities, but we know that most amateur boxing clubs don't have access to this, and they need to find different ways on how to use and adapt strength and conditioning protocols around their boxing training environment. And also, youth amateurs that are going to school or college or work, they don't have the time to train twice a day like a professional athlete does. So they've got to integrate their strength and conditioning around their boxing technical sessions. Now, boxing technique is the most crucial factor to improving your boxing performance. So at Boxing Science, we don't want to be like, right, you're going to drop your boxing sessions from 5 times a week to 3 times a week to put in strength and conditioning. We're not going to do that. We're not going to take away from your boxing, but we're going to find different ways on how to integrate strength and conditioning into your technical training sessions, so you're not holding back on your boxing training, but you're able to start using some time around your technical training session to start using some boxing science training methods and some strength and conditioning protocols. So let's look at your session structure in an amateur boxing session. Let's look at this main part here. We've got the main session. This is something that we're not getting involved with. This is between 40 and 50 minutes long. Sometimes it can be longer, sometimes it can be shorter. You've got your technical work, pads, bags, and your sparring. We're not getting involved with that. What we want to get involved with is a warm-up in the circuit at the end. This is something that you see in all amateur boxing clubs. All athletes warm up. All athletes tend to do like a ton-up circuit or something like that at the end. Now, instead of just doing it like a generic warm-up or a generic circuit, you can actually start implementing some of the boxing science training methods in your technical session. So in the warm-up, which is just 10 minutes, you can do some movement and mobility training, working on hip, shoulder mobility, rotational mobility and glute strength, and working on them foundational movement patterns. These are important, especially for youth athletes, to provide the foundations for future strength and conditioning programs. We've got plyometrics that can be used to potentiate an athlete, to get them fired up, ready to go into their technical session, but also on a long-term perspective, you're improving an athlete's ability to absorb force and produce force quickly. And these can fit in nicely into your warm-up. You can do movement and mobility, making sure that you're stretching and making sure that you're loose and ready to go into your session. And then you've got your plyometrics to fire up, ready to make the most out of your technical work. And then you've got your circuit at the end, which is typically anywhere between 10 and 20 minutes long. We've gone just for 10 minutes because we don't want to be taken away from your boxing training session. You've got 3 different types of circuits I can put in there. You've got a core training circuit. Instead of just doing hundreds of sit-ups, we're going to be working more functional, working on the 4 pillars of core training. We've got a high intensity interval training circuit. Both of these are both body weight circuits, and the HIIT circuit is working towards getting up towards about 90% maximum heart rate, working in that red zone. So we're increasing and improving our high intensity performance. Very important for amateur boxing. Then we've got, for those that do have access to the limited kit, we've got a limited kit circuit, strength circuit. So instead of doing your full strength program, that could consist of like 45 minutes to an hour and a half's worth of work. You can just condense this into working on your 4 or 5 key pillars in a little strength circuit at the end, which only takes 10 minutes. Boxing Science are proud to present our brand new amateur boxing strength and conditioning program. This is structured and designed to help amateur boxers increase their strength, speed and fitness across the entire amateur boxing season. At Boxing Science, we train hundreds of boxers from amateurs through to professional world champions, and look to share our training methods with our range of ebooks and training programs. However, we recognise that there are potential barriers to stop amateur boxers partaking in strength and conditioning methods. With money, time, and facilities being potential limiting factors. This has motivated us to create an affordable program with time-efficient sessions that can be performed in any training environment. In this program, we provide plyometrics, mobility, strength training, and high-intensity conditioning methods that can be easily integrated into boxing sessions, no matter the age, the ability, the facility, or the group size. This is a periodized program that suits the unpredictable nature of an amateur boxing season, meaning that boxers can be fit, fast, and strong for about at any time and are able to peak for important competition. So if you're an amateur boxer or you're a coach at an amateur boxing club, this is a perfect program to start integrating the boxing science training methods easily into your sessions. Boxing Science have been highly motivated and dedicated to be upskilling boxers and coaches in amateur boxing because we know how important strength and conditioning is in terms of youth development. This is why we do the Boxing Science Youth Athlete Initiative, where we provide free services to local amateur boxers. With this program, 20% of the profits will be donated to the Boxing Science Youth Athlete Initiative to make sure that we keep investing our time into researching and training youth boxers in the local area. So go check out the website for more information of the Boxing Science Amateur Boxing S&C program to start using the Boxing Science training methods in your gym today.